Colorado, a state known for its breathtaking landscapes and outdoor adventures. From the moment you cross the state line, you're greeted with a promise of natural beauty and endless possibilities. Towering peaks pierce the sky, their snow-capped summits standing as silent sentinels over the land. These mountains have witnessed centuries of change, from the days of the indigenous peoples to the gold rush and beyond. Crystal-clear rivers rush through valleys, carving their way through the rugged terrain. These waterways are the lifeblood of the region, supporting a diverse array of wildlife and providing a source of recreation for residents and visitors alike. Aspen trees shimmer gold in the autumn light, their leaves creating a dazzling display that draws photographers and nature lovers from around the world. The changing seasons bring a new palette of colors, each more stunning than the last. Tourists flock to this majestic landscape, seeking adventure and escape. They hike the trails, climb the peaks, and immerse themselves in the natural beauty that Colorado has to offer. For many, it's a dream destination, a place to reconnect with nature and find peace. But beneath the surface of this natural paradise lies a hidden crisis, a dark underbelly that many choose to ignore. The contrast between the stunning scenery and the struggles of its residents is stark and unsettling. In the shadows of the Rockies, a different reality unfolds. Hidden valleys and dark forests conceal the struggles of those who call this place home. It's a side of Colorado that few tourists see, but it's very real for those living it. Homelessness is surging, tents line the streets, and despair fills the air. The booming economy and rising cost of living have left many without a place to call home. The streets of Colorado's cities are now lined with tents, a stark reminder of the growing inequality. The American dream feels like a distant myth for those struggling to survive on the margins. For many, the promise of prosperity and success has been replaced by a daily battle to make ends meet. The gap between the haves and the have-nots is widening, and the dream of a better life is slipping away. This is the story of Colorado's hidden crisis, a story of beauty and despair, of hope and heartbreak. It's a tale of a state that offers so much to so many, yet leaves some of its most vulnerable residents behind. As we explore this majestic landscape, we must also confront the harsh realities that lie beneath its surface. Denver, the mile-high city, once a symbol of prosperity, now grapples with a surge in homelessness. Parks and underpasses have transformed into makeshift campsites. A sea of tents stretches out, a stark reminder of the growing chasm between the haves and the have-nots. The reasons are complex: soaring housing costs, stagnant wages, and a lack of affordable mental health care. The pandemic exacerbated these issues, pushing more people into precarious living situations. Families with children, veterans, and individuals struggling with addiction find themselves without a place to call home. "I never thought I'd be living on the streets," Sarah begins, her voice barely above a whisper. The bustling city around her seems indifferent to her plight, a stark contrast to the life she once knew. Just a year ago, she had a stable job, a cozy apartment, and dreams for the future. But the pandemic changed everything. The restaurant where she worked closed down, and with no income, she quickly fell behind on rent. Eviction soon followed, and she found herself with nowhere to go, Sarah confides, her voice trembling. "The nights are the hardest," she says, her eyes welling up with tears. "The constant fear, the cold, and the loneliness are almost unbearable." Yet amidst the despair, she clings to a sliver of hope. She dreams of finding a job, saving enough to rent a small place, and rebuilding her life from scratch. She lost her job as a waitress during the pandemic and couldn't keep up with rent. The eviction notice on her door was the beginning of her descent into homelessness. Packing her belongings into a few bags, she left the apartment that had been her sanctuary. The streets, with their harsh realities, became her new home. Now, she navigates the dangers of street life, clinging to the hope of a better future. Every day is a battle for survival, but Sarah remains resilient. She walks the city streets, searching for opportunities, and holds on to the belief that things will get better. Her story is one of many, each unique yet painfully similar in their struggles. John, a veteran, sits on a milk crate, his belongings stuffed into a worn backpack. His eyes tell a story of battles fought both on foreign soil and within his own mind. After serving his country, he returned home to find a different kind of war awaiting him. The transition to civilian life was fraught with challenges, and without adequate support, he soon found himself on the streets. He struggles with PTSD and addiction, finding solace in the camaraderie of fellow veterans on the streets. They share stories, offer support, and look out for one another. For John, these connections are a lifeline, a reminder that he is not alone in his struggles. Despite the hardships, he holds on to the hope of recovery and a chance to rebuild his life. Each story is a stark reminder of the human toll of this crisis. The faces we pass by on the streets each have a story, a history, and a hope for a better tomorrow. These stories of survival highlight the resilience of the human spirit and the urgent need for compassion and action. As we listen to their voices, we are called to remember our shared humanity and the importance of extending a helping hand. Survival on the streets is a daily struggle. For some, desperation leads to unimaginable choices. Women, especially vulnerable, are forced to trade their bodies for a place to sleep, a meal, or a fix. The streets offer little protection and exploitation runs rampant. The cycle of poverty and despair is difficult to break. Many turn to drugs as a way to escape the harsh realities of their situation. Fentanyl, a cheap and potent opioid, has flooded the streets, claiming lives and fueling addiction. Section 5. Fentanyl's grip, a deadly scourge. It's like playing Russian roulette, says Michael, a former construction worker battling fentanyl addiction. He describes the drug's grip as all-consuming, a constant battle for his life. Overdose deaths have skyrocketed, leaving families shattered and communities reeling. The opioid crisis knows no boundaries, affecting people from all walks of life. What starts as a way to numb the pain quickly spirals into a life-or-death struggle. Treatment options are often limited, leaving many trapped in a vicious cycle of addiction. Section 6. Paradise Lost. Beauty and despair collide. The contrast is jarring. Tourists marvel at the snow-capped peaks, oblivious to the despair unfolding just blocks away. Luxury cars speed past tent encampments, a stark reminder of the growing inequality that defines our times. Colorado's hidden crisis exposes the myth of American exceptionalism. Behind the facade of prosperity lies a society struggling to care for its most vulnerable citizens. The beauty of the natural world only amplifies the ugliness of human suffering. Section 7. A call for compassion, bridging the divide. We cannot turn away from the suffering in our midst. It's time to bridge the divide between perception and reality, to see the human faces behind the statistics. Homelessness is not a personal failing, it's a societal issue that demands our attention. We must demand better from our elected officials, advocating for affordable housing, accessible mental health care, and addiction treatment programs. Compassion and understanding are essential to breaking down the stigma surrounding homelessness. Section 8. You can make a difference? Get involved. Each of us has a role to play in creating a more just and compassionate society. Volunteer at a local shelter, donate to organizations working on the front lines, or simply offer a kind word to someone experiencing homelessness. Educate yourself about the root causes of homelessness and challenge your own biases. Engage in conversations with your friends, family, and community. Together we can be the change we wish to see in the world. Section 9. Hope on the horizon, a brighter future. The challenges are daunting, but there is hope. Across the state, communities are coming together to face these challenges head-on. From small towns to bustling cities, people are uniting with a common goal: to create a better, more inclusive future for everyone. This sense of unity and purpose is the driving force behind many grassroots initiatives that are making a real difference in people's lives. Grassroots organizations are working tirelessly to provide support and resources to those in need. These organizations are often run by volunteers who dedicate their time and energy to helping others. They organize food drives, provide shelter, and offer essential services to those who are struggling. Their efforts are a testament to the power of community and the impact that individuals can have when they come together for a common cause. Innovative solutions such as tiny home villages are being developed to address the housing crisis. These villages provide affordable, sustainable housing options for those who might otherwise be homeless. Each tiny home is a beacon of hope, offering a safe and stable place for individuals and families to rebuild their lives. The colorful houses and gardens create a sense of community and belonging, fostering a supportive environment where residents can thrive. And mobile shower units are emerging. These units provide a vital service, offering hygiene facilities to those who do not have access to them. By addressing basic needs, these initiatives help restore dignity and improve the quality of life for many individuals. The presence of these mobile units in urban areas is a reminder that even small solutions can have a significant impact. Change will not happen overnight, but by working together, we can create a future where everyone has a safe and stable place to call home. Community gardens and neighborhood meetings are just a few examples of how people are coming together to build stronger, more resilient communities. These efforts not only address immediate needs but also lay the foundation for long-term sustainable change. By fostering a sense of connection and cooperation, we can create a brighter future for all. Let us not allow the beauty of Colorado's landscapes to blind us to the suffering in our midst. While the natural beauty of our state is undeniable, it is important to remember that many of our fellow citizens are facing significant challenges. By acknowledging these struggles and working to address them, we can ensure that the beauty of Colorado is reflected not only in its landscapes, but also in the lives of its people. Instead, let us be inspired by the resilience of the human spirit and work towards a brighter future for all. The determination and strength of those who are working to create positive change are truly inspiring. Whether it's through volunteering, advocating for policy changes, or simply offering a helping hand to a neighbor in need, each of us has the power to make a difference. Together, we can build a future where everyone has the opportunity to thrive and where hope is always on the horizon.